So whenever you get out here, I'm just going to turn it this way so we can see ourselves here.
I got it.
Oh, no, I just mean so I know where I'm looking. It's that like constant reminder of like I have to look at the lens, not just like. But the first thing I told him when we did our first game, like not even like critical of everything I did on camera and like all these little things. I'm just so mad at myself. He's like, okay, it's fine. You don't have to be worried.
Well, at least you're not doing a Saturday.
1-2, 1-2.
And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tamaqua Area School District Stadium. My name's Alex Fidrashevsky, joined tonight by L.J. Smith. Jason Parrish also with us this evening. He will be on the call of the contest with L.J. Great to be back up here in the Coal region.
Yeah, second game here at Tamaqua, and we had an incredible game the first time we were here. Excited to see what happens for homecoming this evening.
It's a great evening here. There's a nice crowd starting to file in here, and they will be taking on Salisbury this evening. And Salisbury coming into this contest with a mixed bag of results, but I think this should be a competitive game. We'll get into that a little bit as you guys go into the contest. Let's go through a brief pregame show here, do a little bit of a whip around through District 11 in our viewing area for CWTAP. Let's start off in the East Penn Conference. Obviously, the big one is a little bit less of the big one tonight, LJ. It was Parkland and Nazareth. Peyton Falzone out for the season, broken clavicle. What does that mean for them? How big a loss is that? Can you even replace that?
Well, and that happening at such a tragic time, taking on a powerhouse in Parkland, knowing that that's going to be the matchup of the week. And Falzone, not saying he's the whole team, but we'll see what they can counter without Falzone at the helm of the offense.
Easton is 4-0. They take on Emmaus tonight. The season looked a little bit off the rails early for the Hornets. They've come back with wins over Reading and Stroudsburg. But this is another step up tonight against Easton. They have some talent on that team, but how can they solve the riddle of Cole Ordway? And then if you're Easton, is the sky the limit now that Falzone is out?
I think so. Like, you open up so many opportunities with a dynamic player like that out, but now Easton, if they can kind of control their own destiny here.
Take a look at Allen and Freedom. It's been a while since we've mentioned the Canaries in a big game, but this is a big game tonight for Allen. They will be at Jay Burney tonight taking on the Freedom Patriots. Jason Roeder's side is 1-3. At this point, LJ, for them, win. There is one word.
That's all you can do, and you throw the records out for a game like this. Allen 3-1, but anything is possible when you go up against a squad like Freedom.
And if you're Allen, a win tonight, and now we're talking the big P word that they haven't
100%.
participated in some time, the playoffs. So Allen, win tonight. There is a pathway to 5, maybe even 6. Now, are we getting ahead of ourselves? Possibly. They have to take care of business tonight against Freedom, but we're certainly rooting for Allen to have a good, strong finish to their season. Tomorrow night in the East Penn Conference, the Holy War.
Yes.
You can take any record. It could be 0-4 against 4-0, throw them out the window, win 2-2 Central, and 3-1 Becca collide.
Caden Vessa has to do a bit of it all for this team to win, but like it's one of those matchups you get excited for every season, and I'm excited to see what the outcome of this week's matchup is going to be.
Let's run through the Colonial League a little bit now. Last week, Schuylkill Haven lost their running back, Nico Carestia, to an injury. This week, they didn't miss a beat. Nico Castillo, Colton Reber went off against Minersville and put up some video game statistics. You want to share some of those with the folks at home?
Reber, 31 carries for 350 yards, 4 touchdowns on the evening. Something you're not exactly used to seeing, but Reber stepping up in a position that made him look so valuable for their squad.
Yeah, Castillo adding 14 carries, 169 yards of his own, 2 touchdowns, and a couple catches for a touchdown reception as well. Small school, big rivalry game tonight. Tri-Valley 3-1, home against 4-0 Williams Valley. It's a neighborly rivalry, but Williams Valley has looked really sharp early on.
Yeah, and I don't want to necessarily say that's a surprise, but that's all you could ask for out of a team like Tri-Valley, Williams Valley, a really well-contested battle we're looking for.
We saw Palisades last week. They improved to 4-0 with that win over Northern Lehigh. They are playing very well. They've got Penn Argyl tomorrow, who we have seen already this season. That should be a really good game up on the hill.
Yeah, the Green Knights 3-1 on the year so far. Really excited to see what they can bring. Seuss, a name we've mentioned quite a bit, and seeing his game here at Tamaqua just a few weeks ago. We'll see how they can contend.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great quarterback battle with him and Jack Trickell from Palisades as well. Notre Dame takes on Catasauqua tonight. I think Caddy will be game. Notre Dame just too much on the outside for them. But, how do you contain 5 college wide receivers? It's very difficult.
And we saw a win from Caddy last week, and obviously trending in the right direction, but Notre Dame Green Pond a powerhouse for sure.
I think the biggest game in our viewing area to the north of even where we are tonight is Abington Heights and North Pocono. Both of them are 4-0. The question here is, how good are the Comets?
I mean, there's endless opportunities for the Comets to do well. This game is going to be one of the big true tests moving forward.
Yeah, their opponents in these wins, East Stroudsburg, Southwest, Scranton, Dallas, Valley View, a combined 5-11. So not necessarily the best competition to start the season. They've got North Pocono tonight. That's their first test. Then it's throw the records out the window, Del Val and Scranton Prep back-to-back. 4-0 could become 4-3 real quick if they're not careful. And speaking of Del Val, the turn starts here tonight for them.
For sure. I mean, McKeesport, that's one of the biggest teams you can go up against coming out of New Jersey. It's crazy. We'll see what happens tonight. This is going to be a real test.
Jersey Shore, Central York, Scranton Prep, Scranton Prep is the most deceptive.
100%.
Yeah, 1-3 team. They're pretty good. They should beat Wallen Paupack. Then it's Heights and Long Island Lutheran, because Delaware Valley just loves to do this to themselves. They'll go in the playoffs at 3-7 and be in the district final.
100%.
Mount Carmel area, 1-3. They need to show that they can win a competitive game, or the wheels could come off the bus of this season. There was a lot of hype for them coming in. Certainly haven't lived up to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going up against a team with Montoursville. It's going to be tough no matter what.
I think the best game probably in the state this weekend is the final one out of our viewing area. It's for our friends in Chester County watching us on the Birdsboro system. 4-0 Coatesville and 4-0 Westchester East.
I mean, it's going to be incredible. The Raiders have wins over Tottenville from New York City, Smyrna from Delaware. These are good teams, quality competition they're going up against.
Yeah, All-American lineman in Max Hiller, who's being recruited by just about everybody you can name in the Power 5. Westchester East, we're going to know where these guys are in their next 5 games, because there is no rest for the weary there.
No, Coatesville, Downingtown East, Oxford, Henderson, and Ruston. It's going to be one of the toughest lineups you can face.
And right now, the combined records of those teams is 18-2. So if Westchester East somehow comes out of that with 3 wins, they're the real deal.
100%.
Some interesting games around the state. Not as many as there were last week to talk about. Let's just go there because it's Penn State fan territory. Keemon Spell, McKeesport 2-2. Tall order against Upper St. Clair tonight, but again, he misses a game, he gets hurt, they lose, he's back. Do they win? Do they sit him again? Those are the questions that you're going to ask out in Pittsburgh tonight. Cardinal O'Hara plays Smyrna, Delaware this weekend. They are 4-0 from Philadelphia. And Phillipsburg, New Jersey, let's give them a shout for the first time this year. They'll take on Ridge. They're 2-0. They're going to win this one. They're probably going to win all of them until they get to probably Bridgewater, who at least has a good resume thus far.
And Phillipsburg, a pretty dominant win a week ago against Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, they looked really good.
That really impressive look moving into the next coming weeks.
Yeah, so Bridgewater, again, they'll take them on at the end of the regular season. Bridgewater's 3-0 right now. Some good wins. Notre Dame of Lawrenceville, Piscataway, and Morris Knolls. If you're on the Jersey side, you're going to know, especially Piscataway is a traditional power over the years. Bridgewater has Elizabeth in their mix, so if they can beat them as well, beat the Minutemen, they'll be ready to play Phillipsburg. But again, I'm thinking Phillipsburg's an 8 or 9 win team this year.
Oh, without a doubt.
And Thanksgiving will be
Electric.
something else.
Yeah,
again, a relatively quiet week as we went through this. Westinghouse takes on Butler tonight, and in Class A, small school game of the week, Fort Cherry against Monessen. Both of them are 4-0. Monessen struggled a little bit last week with Sarah Catholic.
Yeah.
How do you slow down Matt Sieg going to Penn State?
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You do exactly what you need to win in those types of games, but it shows your grit early in the season, and now you have to keep improving throughout the rest of the way here.
All right, you hear the fight song from the Tamaqua band playing behind us. That means it's almost time for kickoff. We're going to take things inside when we come back after this commercial break. It's CWTAP's Friday Night Football Game of the Week, presented by Azar's Supermarket and Pennsylvania Football News. Tamaqua against Salisbury. We'll be back. Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azar's features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azar's, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem, for great value. Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 3rd Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor. For over 60 years, Dietz's Tavern in Wind Gap has been a go-to locale for football fans in the Slate Belt food scene. With a variety of appetizers, salads, burgers, and entrees, Dietz's provides a down-home atmosphere, a friendly space to meet and mingle, and a full bar to watch the big games. Don't forget about wing nights on Wednesday, taco Thursday, and their weekly specials. Dietz's is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 and can be found at 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap. Stop by Dietz's today and sample the food, drink, and friendship firsthand. That's Dietz's Tavern, 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap.
All right, here we are, LJ. Tamaqua Area High School again. Place we're going to become familiar with in the coming weeks, I think.
Yeah, excellent to be back. Obviously, had our first game of the year at this site, and so nice to be welcomed back here. We're kind of familiar with our setup now. We have the outdoor pregame show. We're in our own press box here. Very excited to get things underway. As you mentioned, we have the like of Salisbury, the Falcons taking on the Tamaqua Blue Raiders this evening. And we'll go through the officials of tonight's game. The referee, Jim Toomey, the umpire, Jerry Matishin, linesman, Doug Litweiler, the line judge, Matt Ravinas, and the back judge, Dave Wapinski, are going to be on the field as the officials of tonight's contest. And excited to see what this team can do. Salisbury coming in with a record of 2-2. Tamaqua with a record of 1-3. So looking to see how they can improve moving into tonight's contest.
Last week, Salisbury went into Wilson and got a win on the road. See if they can do it again. Salisbury's a team we've seen play at home a couple of weeks ago, and it'll be interesting to see. Salisbury or Tamaqua, as we know, has a big line.
Yes.
If their quarterback's healthy, we saw him get injured, or Salisbury's quarterback got injured. I'm sorry. But we saw Tamaqua go toe-to-toe with a Penargil team that we all think is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a heck of a game to have to open the season. As we go through, just looking at Salisbury's record and scores, a win over Panther Valley on the road, 28-6. They fell to Notre Dame Green Pond, 63-0. A win over Wilson, as you alluded to, 16-8. And last week, falling to Caddy, 33-7. 2-2 on the year, 1-2 in conference play, coming into tonight's contest. For Tamaqua, we saw, as we alluded to, Jason, 14-6 loss to Penargil that came down to just a mistake late in the fourth quarter for a big man pick six taken the other way, and that was all she wrote in that contest. A loss to North Schuylkill 50-7 on the road, taking down Pottsville 21-19 a couple of weeks ago here, and then falling last week at Jim Thorpe 35-27. So starting to put more points on the board, seeing a trend in that direction for the Blue Raiders. We'll see what they can do tonight and with the likeness of Chase Surface.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like
McDowell back deep for the Blue Raiders.
Looks like Keaton Fry, the quarterback we saw get injured against Notre Dame. It looks like he is out there for Salisbury tonight. So that could be a big lift for them.
Absolutely. As we get set for kickoff here, the Blue Raiders will receive. They're in their all-blue uniforms, blue helmets, traveling left to right on the receiving end. Salisbury kicking off in their all-white uniforms and white helmets, traveling right to left as we get set for kickoff here at Tamaqua Area School District. Jude Fitzgerald kicks it down the field through the hands of Camden Walker. He picks it up and still on his feet. Harassed to the ground by a group of Falcons, maybe the 19-yard line.
LJ, it kind of looked like he was looking to run before he had the ball secured.
And exactly what Jude Fitzgerald was probably told to do, avoid Terrence McDowell on a kickoff for sure. But we'll see heavy doses of McDowell as the night continues. In the first drive of the contest, we'll see Chase Surface and company on the field.
I'd love to see them line up in that power I like they did against Penargil and just motor down the field. But they're not.
Brady McCabe.
It is an I formation, though.
On the near side, he's in motion to the far side of the field now. We see the I formation. Terrence McDowell on the carry. Picks up a few yards, maybe a couple of yards there.
Nice penetration by the Salisbury defensive line. Number 55 was the initial hit.
On the tackle, Elijah Garmagai.
Grayson Nall.
Yeah, Grayson Nall, and then number 52, Elijah Garriga, getting credit for the tackle here. We'll see similar setup. Surface under center, McDowell the lone back. Pitch goes to the aforementioned McDowell, and brought down.
Really nice play.
Maybe gaining just a yard.
McDowell on the run again, brought down.
That was Elijah Garriga again.
Garriga with a couple of tackles to start this drive, and third and about 8 yards, maybe gained just a yard on that carry.
Looking good at linebacker. I mean, he's flying around, Garriga.
Garriga also listed as a center on the roster we have here, so I'm sure we'll see his stature being played on both sides of the ball this evening, but making an impact early. So 3rd and 8 coming up, play clock at 12. Surfoss under center. Gets the snap. Will he hand it off again? He fakes, pressure coming, and dropped in the backfield.
That one was 55 again, and that's Grayson Null.
Null, just a sophomore.
Big boy.
And wreaking havoc in the backfield, and a quick 3 and out coming for the Blue Raiders.
Chase Surface.
They don't give us any size on the
I do have some here. 55. Grayson Null, 6'2", 230. Really making an impact here. Ball snap, punt is away. Line drive goes through the hands. I'm not sure if he made contact with it. He's unable to pick it up just yet, and he falls on it. It's A.J. Morin. He's going to be pushed down inside the 35, call it the 34, and the Falcons offense will trot onto the field.
24, Terrence McDowell, giving the Falcons a 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
We'll see who's in the quarterback position. Looks to be number 9, Keaton Fry. So he'll be in the shotgun, running back to his right, the far side of the field. Receiver on each side. Handoff goes and wrapped up in the backfield.
Number 2 for the Falcons, Jared Blunt on the run.
Jared Blunt ripped to the ground, and Brady McCabe.
That was a little 2-on-2 crime there.
And that's all you could ask for, McCabe. Classic tackling effort there, and a loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11 for the Falcons.
Outside linebacker just shot the gap there.
Last time we were here, Jason, Tamaqua against Penn Argyl, 14-6 was the score. So low-scoring affair. Both teams putting up points in the recent weeks. We'll see how their offenses contribute today. Snap goes back. Quick pass out right to Jared Blunt. Finds a hole. He's on his feet. He's still going at the 40. Wrapped up and brought out of bounds by McDowell inside the 35. Way to switch fields for the Falcons.
Yeah, that was a nice throwback. They had the left guard pull, and then they threw back to the left-hand side. Had 2 receivers out in front of them. Once they get their blocks, he was off to the races. McDowell made a nice play tracking him down.
Excellent quick pass by Fry, hitting Blunt in stride and able to find a hole there, and switching fields. Ball on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:45 to play in the first quarter. Reverse, still rolling with. He's looking to throw.
He's got a little too long, but he had him.
Overthrows Keaton Fry. Jamani Cruz.
By number 6, Jamani Cruz, intended for number 9, Keaton Fry falls in.
Right idea, just too strong of an arm by Cruz, the senior. Just overthrowing Keaton Fry in the end zone.
Another good play design.
Great setup here as we see man in motion. It's going to be Blunt on the near side. Split wideouts. One lone back in the shotgun on the near side. Will he get the handoff? Fakes it. Pass goes to Cruz, who just attempted a pass there.
For number 6, Jamani Cruz, falls incomplete.
And I believe it's going to be incomplete. I don't think he made the catch. So bringing up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for the Falcons. 16 on the play clock. 3 to the near side. Man in motion. Fakes the pitch. Handoff. Goes to Blunt. Wrapped up in the back.
That was 54, Luke Fraunheiser.
Fraunheiser's name, a name we said quite a bit the first game we were here, the senior, 5'10", 180.
Yes, and I wouldn't be surprised here, LJ, if they go for it. You're not going to get much out of a punt from the 34-yard line.
At this point, yeah.
Unless you have Kevin Kelly, who, I mean, you're not kicking a 51-yard field goal.
No, not tonight. So we'll see them go for it. 4th and 12, excuse me. Fry gets the snap, rolls out, pressure coming, and he gets a boot on it, tries to punt it away, takes a negative bounce, and it'll be caught at the 20. Maybe they're going to mark it at the 30.
They tried a little quick kick there.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it didn't do much for him. It was a 4-yard punt.
4-yard punt. There you go.
Giving the Raiders the ball.
So now we'll see the offense come back on the field for the Blue Raiders, excuse me. Surfos.
Senior, 5'10", 185. Looked good in that first game that we saw.
Yeah, I think what it came down to is just making crucial catches down the stretch was just what they needed to do, and they have the likeness of McDowell, who catches the pitch on the far side, finds a hole, cuts inside, back out. He's still dragging Falcons further down the field, and he picks up a first down with a gain of 11.
Very good run. He had very good vision on that. They cut off the outside where you want to go on the pitch. He cut it up. He ran behind his pads and carried a couple kids for an extra 3 yards.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for. The way he eluded the defenders right before he got to the line of scrimmage and still being able to cut through, kind of step over a couple and drag a few forward with him. Picks up a first down on the first play of the drive. Showing pressure, but this time cutting outside, being wrapped up, maybe tackled a little high.
Camden Walker got that carry.
Claudio was the one that had the tackle, the senior.
Very close to a horse collar.
Yeah.
I don't think he got inside the pads. That's why they didn't call it.
It's exactly what I was going to say there, and he's a tall boy there. I believe he's 6'2", 205. Nice D-end rush, able to make a tackle in the open field. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Raiders. Under 6 to play here in the first quarter. Pitch to McDowell. Cuts back inside. Similar play, this time cuts out in. Runs over a defender. Picks up yet another first down as Dominic Natasi, the senior, gets credit for the tackle.
One of the things I like about this McDowell kid, he always falls forward. Mm-hmm. He's always running behind his pads. Running angry is what we call it.
Running angry, but still has patience. Waiting to see where that hole's going to open and cuts to it quick with that next step. Love to see that from McDowell. Just a sophomore.
He's lined up as a receiver this time.
We saw that formation quite a few times. McDowell, another big pickup there. Call it 15 yards and another first down. McDowell doing the majority of the work this drive.
Jet sweep, really nice play, and they had an extra wing out on the left-hand side, which enabled them to hook the defensive end inside and gave him the outside lane for that 15.
And the eye trick there of multiple people interweaving, and McDowell getting the ball and still cutting outside, getting to the corner, but cutting back in and finding that open space. He's alone in the backfield. Gets the pitch. Stays on his feet. You mentioned falling forward, driving forward, a gain of 8 yards there, Jason.
Yeah, very nice run again.
See a heavy dose of him throughout the game.
Yeah, just like last time, I think we're going to be calling his name a lot.
Yeah, Garriga again on the tackle.
But a nice drive by Tamaqua this time. It's more of what we're used to seeing them do.
Yes.
Elijah Garriga.
Yeah, Garriga and Null, 52 and 55 respectively for the Falcons, making their presence known on defense. And there's only so much you can do with a back like McDowell running at you and being on the D-line and still going into the chasing them down, keeping it before a first down. And this time,
Malachi Stewart on the carry for the first down. Inside the 20, they're in the red zone now. The 17.
Jadiel Gonzalez at number 3, AJ
Another good run.
yeah, the senior, he's listed as a fullback, 5'7", 215.
That's a bowling ball there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I think he had to come off the field. His helmet did come off in the field to play. So he's now heading to the sideline. Brady McCabe back on the field. Surfoss has a play. Coach Sam Bonner, and he'll get his offense to the line with 15 on the play clock. We have 3:36 to play in the first quarter. Still 0-0. McDowell on the handoff. Strong step there, and he'll pick up a handful of yards.
Fights forward again.
Number 55, Grayson Ganal. And number 52, Elijah Garriga on the
Great
stop.
vision and great angles he takes.
Second
Like
and
when he
6.
makes that cut, it's one cut and go.
And he plants that foot and uses that angle to launch forward. It's very impressive to see out of a sophomore.
Yeah. And the fullback is back in.
Yeah, that's the likeness of Stewart.
Here's that power eye we saw in that first.
Yeah, here it is. He's going to get the pitch.
2 lead blockers.
Cuts further inside. His blockers went further out.
Yeah.
He cut in, found that hole, and he's going to be close to another first down. I think it's going to be third and very short.
Yeah, third and about a foot.
Third and 1.
Ball inside the 10-yard line. Maybe
Ball on
just inside the 8.
I think they said the 8-yard line. So it's close.
How about a brotherly shove, huh?
Well, just give it to Malachi Stewart. Love to see him get pushed forward here. So we see that same formation, Jason. Handoff, cuts in, back out, on his feet, falling forward, tumbling.
Either the 2 or the 3.
McDowell on the carry.
Tough to tell.
The Blue Raiders first and goal. 21 on the stop. Jacob Watson.
So Watson getting credit for the tackle, saving a touchdown. The senior, 2'10", 5'9".
First and goal from the 2.
And you're using a lot of clock, too. Are the Blue Raiders exactly a nice prolonged drive, getting everything that you need to done on this first drive, and we'll have
Salisbury.
a timeout taken by the Falcons. We'll step aside for a quick break before we have first and goal.
In the first quarter.
The Leather Corner Post Bar and Grill, 6855 Horseshoe Road in Orfield, has served up good food and good cheer since the 1860s. LZB is a one-of-a-kind local bar with great food, cold beer, and plenty of memories to be made. Sample their wings, burgers, salads, and more in a relaxed neighborhood pub setting. And with sports, Bolka, and more on their TVs, LZB is your hometown pub in Lehigh County. LCB is also the Boomba capital of the Lehigh Valley and features polka music on the third Thursday of every month, with the Steelworkers Polka Band performing from 6 until 9 p.m. LCB is open Tuesday to Thursday from 3 until 11, Friday and Saturday from noon to 1:30 a.m., and Sunday from 1 to 8 p.m. Reserve your seats for Polka Night with the Steelworkers by calling 610-39.
And we're back. First and goal from the 2 for the Blue Raiders. McDowell gets the handoff.
He's in.
Touchdown Tamaqua. They get on the board here first. Terrence McDowell with the majority of the carries.
Yeah.
Many first downs, and now 6 points for Tamaqua. See a point after attempt here. McCabe to hold.
The extra point is number 5, Brian Godinez.
Brian Godinez, a sophomore kicker, on for the point after attempt. Snap good, hold good, kick is blocked. I don't think he got all of it as Godinez hits the turf there.
Yeah.
So maybe it slipped. So the point after attempt is no good, but the score set 6-0 in favor of Tamaqua.
Rachel's Refinished Furniture, located at 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, has a showroom filled with refinished furniture, mirrors, home decor, and more. Rachel's has unfinished pieces which you can customize as well. If you've got a piece which you would like to have refinished, you can have your furniture given a new life at Rachel's Refinished Furniture. You can contact Rachel's Refinished Furniture at 610-810-8486 and speak to Rachel in person. That's 610-810-8486 for Rachel's Refinished Furniture, 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor.
And welcome back to Tamaqua Area School District. The Blue Raiders take a 6-0 lead after a long drive going about 74 yards for the Blue Raiders, taking a 6-0 lead off a touchdown run from Terrence McDowell. A point after attempt, no good. Godinez slips again. Unfortunately, it's going to be a flag on the play. And back-to-back attempts at kicks for Godinez hits the grass. I believe it's going to be a flag against the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, it resulted in a couple guys being offsides.
Raiders
So
will
don't
re-kick it from the
35.
So just a 5-yard penalty. Godinez, we'll see if he can get his foot planted properly here.
Back deeper, Damon Hurd and Alexander Morin.
We'll see the second drive of the night for the Falcons as the Raiders were successful on their attempt. And a little bit of a squib kick. It could work out in their favor, but it's eventually picked up. I believe that was number
35.
35, Ethan Leonard.
Ethan Leonard covering up that kick.
Was able to come up with it there.
And they get really good field position to start here, starting at their own 48-yard line.
And just a little uneasiness for Godinez, losing his foot placement 2 kicks in a row, and that third one just seemed unsure, and it benefits the Falcons now, as you said, Jason, starting on their own 48-yard line.
That's when you go to the trainer and tell him to put the half-inch cleat in.
Yeah, exactly that. 1 minute and 32 seconds to play in the first quarter. Fry, pressure coming, stays on his feet.
Scrambling.
Wrapped up in the backfield.
Down.
Number 9.
That's Luke Fraunheiser again.
Number 54, Luke
They only gave him about a 2-yard loss on that. Could have been a lot worse.
But if Fry, instead of retreating back and rolling to the far side of the field, if he stepped forward, there was some sort of opening, maybe gain of 2 or 3 yards instead of a loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 12. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Overloading the far side. Fry waiting the snap, 4 on the play clock.
Timeout, Salisbury.
And a timeout taken by the Falcons. We'll step aside and rejoin you after this quick timeout.
At Queen's Nutritional Products, we offer a full line of vitamins and mineral supplements to support a healthy lifestyle. Stop by Queen's Nutritional Products today to peruse our wide selection of dried and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. The Novak family and our friendly staff are available to assist you, and seniors get 10% off every day on many items. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Queen's Nutritional Products is located at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. You can visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, but better yet, stop by Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown.
Returning after the timeout taken by head coach Kevin DeZenzo. His second time out of the first half, both coming in the first quarter. The clock stopped 39.8 seconds to play. 2nd and 12 for the Falcons.
Man in motion is Jacob Watson.
Pump fakes, Fry keeps it. And wrapped up once again, Fraunheiser.
He's going to lose another yard.
Number 9, Keaton Fry on the delayed draw.
So a timeout for another yard loss.
Luke Fraunheiser.
And that's going to
1 yard loss.
be the, I'm assuming, the end of the first half. Play clock at 30 and the clock's
last play of the first quarter
at 18. So we'll have the Falcons look to the sideline. With 10 seconds on the game clock, it looks like they're going to rush to the line.
They're going to try one.
With just 4 seconds on, they approach Fry. Gets a play off. Right before time expires, looks to throw down the field. Has a man.
He caught it.
Caught.
Was he inbounds?
By Jamani Cruz. If he's inbounds.
No, they called him out.
And then going to say he's out of bounds, 4th and 13. But that is going to be how the first quarter ends. The score, Tamaqua 6, Salisbury nothing. You're watching CWTAP.
The Book and Puppet Company, located at 161 Northampton Street in downtown Easton, is a treasure trove of literature for kids and adults alike. With a large selection of children's and youth-geared content to New York Times best-selling authors across a variety of topics, the Book and Puppet Company has literary works for many ages and interests. The Book and Puppet Company is open at 11 a.m. Sunday through Friday and has its late night on Saturday, opening at 10 a.m. and closing at 9 p.m. For more information, you can visit their website at bookandpuppet.com. That's the Book and Puppet Company, 161 Northampton Street in Easton.
And welcome back to Tamaqua School District. 4th and long, about 13 yards coming up for Salisbury.
Fry the punter, and guess who is the returner? McDowell.
McDowell's the one you want to avoid at all costs. Ball snap rolling to the near side. Hesitates.
He's not going to get it off.
And he's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of almost 13 yards. And Fry unable to get the punt off.
That's the problem sometimes, LJ, when you try to do that Australian-style punt where you run out to the side. Sometimes you allow the defense to get closer to you.
Even closer to you. Now, instead of a punt of positive yards, you lose another 10 to 12 yards. And the Blue Raiders start their drive in excellent field position on the Salisbury 35-yard line. And we've seen a heavy dose of McDowell so far in the first quarter, leading to the only score of the contest. And who else but McDowell cuts out, back in, still driving forward.
He's going to get 12 there.
McDowell on the power dive once again, carrying tacklers.
Excellent.
23 or 12-yard run.
Just amazing to see how he keeps his feet moving in the grass and picks up yet another first down.
Yeah, they don't have to change his cleats.
No, not at all. Josiah Cubera, the freshman, coming up with a tackle there as McDowell hits the turf with a couple Falcons on him. Play clock at 15 as they break the huddle. We're in the second quarter. 6-0 Tamaqua. Similar formation. Why not if it's working? McDowell pushing forward, falling forward, and a gain of 9 this time.
Yeah, down to the 14. They're really moving the offensive line now. Is really controlling the line of scrimmage.
And that formation, too. You have two other big bodies in front. I believe it's C.J. Walker, and you have Malachi Stewart were the two that are just standing in front of McDowell, creating even more space that your offensive line is doing the same thing, and we'll see that same exact formation. No need to put a wide receiver out wide if you can just run the ball up the middle. This time they hand it off to Stewart.
Holy moly.
Number 7, Malachi Stewart.
Took 6 guys to bring him down.
As we said, 5'7", 215, bowling forward. And that's going to be first down and goal from about the 7-yard line.
7-yard gain. First and goal.
And Tamaqua, as we saw against Penn Argyl, this formation worked out well for them.
And last week, Tamaqua falling to Jim Thorpe on the road, 35-27. So we definitely know they're capable of putting points up. As McDowell gets a carry.
Still going for
on
it.
His feet.
Down to the 2.
Awaiting now. The hand goes up and a whistle. And you said it exactly that, Jason. Ball at the 2. Clock at 9:30 to play until halftime as the play clock sets now.
Hard to think you'd see anything besides McDowell or Stewart here.
Similar formation. We've seen them do pitch to McDowell, handoff to McDowell, and even a handoff to Stewart. And handoff to McDowell, lowers his head. He's pushing in.
He's in.
And it's going to be a touchdown for Tamaqua, extending their lead to 12-0. 9:03 to play. It's all you can ask for. You get excellent field position, Jason, to start your drive on the 35-yard line, and 5-6 plays later you find the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, this offense is really, really kicking right now.
And looks like they're going to go for 2 here as Godinez unable to get his footing right.
The way they're running the ball, you almost have to.
And that's Stewart finding the end zone to complete the 2-point conversion. It is now 14-0 Tamaqua over the Salisbury Falcons. You're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
We at Lifeline Screening have screened over 9 million people over 25 years. We identify your risk of stroke, cardiovascular disease, and other chronic illnesses. We use state-of-the-art ultrasound technology to look into your arteries to identify your plaque levels. During your screening, we examine the carotid arteries in the neck for plaque buildup that can lead to a stroke. We check your abdominal aorta for an aneurysm, a ballooning of this large artery in your belly which can rupture if it gets too big. We evaluate the pressures in your arms and ankles and calculate what is called an ankle brachial index. This is an indirect way to assess the flow in the arteries of legs and identify risks for more cardiovascular disease. We scan your shin bone to determine the density of the bone and derive risk for osteoporosis. And lastly, atrial fibrillation. If we detect anything that requires urgent attention, we will notify you immediately so you can contact your physician for follow-up. Screenings are simple, non-invasive, painless, and we have convenient locations.
Welcome back to Tamaqua Area School District. The Blue Raiders possess a 14-0 lead over Salisbury. A.J. Morin and Damon Hurd back deep on the kick return, ball going to the far side. And Hurd picks it up. Flag in on the play as he's laid out on the field.
That was
stood over by Brady McCabe.
What a hit.
And 2 separate flags thrown here on the field. 3 now. So we'll see what the call is here. If we can hear from head referee Jim Toomey.
I think you're going to see a hold.
Looked like almost like a pancake block. He just pinned him down to the grass after. So we'll get a call here and see if it can benefit anyone. In particular, the Falcons need to get their offense figured out. The defense of the Blue Raiders standing stout so far this evening, Jason.
Yes. Blue Raiders look really good on defense, and their offense moving the ball at will with that running game.
And Luke Fraunheiser, the center and also playing linebacker, contributing a handful of tackles already and controlling their offensive line, doing exactly what you could ask for if you're Coach Sam Bonner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They look much better than they did in the Penn-Argyl game. You can
What a couple weeks can do to improve and make you look that much better.
And this is going to be tough with Salisbury starting on their own 9-yard line.
So that
Or
holding,
19, I'm sorry.
that holding penalty going against the Falcons. So now have to see how this offense can start gaining momentum and extending drives.
You need to start getting a little bit of a push up front.
8:57 on the clock here in the second quarter as they start their drive. Handoff.
That's not going to work.
Stays on his feet, though, battling. Another flag gets thrown as the ball's loose.
Somebody might want to block McCabe. But I think you are going to get a face mask because I think there was a Tamaqua guy reaching in after McCabe made the initial hit.
I thought there was a whistle
on the run.
initially before Blunt hit the field. And we'll see what the call is here. Jim Toomey conversing with his officiating crew. And as you said, Jason, Brady McCabe has just been a ball hawk almost. Just wherever the ball is, he's sniffing it out and going right to the runner, the wideout, whoever it is, making him pay. Not just nice, easy hit. He's coming in with serious contact. And a face mask is the call.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, face mask.
So that holding penalty on the kickoff, as much as it could have been a detriment, they get an automatic first down from a face mask penalty, excuse me.
At the 35.
So a nice little change here, getting back to probably where they would have started their drive if there wasn't a flag on the kickoff. That run was Alex Morin, excuse me. Fry waits the snap, gets it, he'll keep it, runs forward. McCabe gets the ball out.
McCabe just took the ball away from him.
McCabe strips Keaton Fry. Ball pops up into the air and right into his own hands.
Wow.
Returned by Brady McCabe.
Talk about a ball hawk. He just got it.
Exactly that. And you said someone should probably block McCabe. Well, he was blocked, but he still found a way to rip the ball out here and start another drive for the Blue Raiders inside the 35 this time. So back-to-back drives starting from the Falcons' 35 or closer.
This is really impressive showing now. Tamaqua, the first drive, didn't look very good. Once they put this formation in, they've been moving the ball at will.
And why try anything else? If it's not broke, why are you going to fix it? McDowell handoff keeps going.
And they're
sidestepping everybody.
They're even putting 11 guys in the box now. They just can't stop it.
Yeah. McDowell, gain of 11.
There was nobody outside and nobody deep at safety.
Elijah Garriga on the stop.
Jeremiah Bell, the senior, and Elijah Garriga on the tackle on McDowell, but not before another Blue Raider first down. They lead Salisbury 14-0. We have 7:55 to play in the second quarter.
Look at this. They have 11 guys in the box.
Ball snap, handoff, McDowell.
And it's that same play. Just run it right, run it left, run it right, run it left.
Garriga on the tackle once again.
4-yard gain.
4, maybe 5 yards, I think it's even.
Second and 6 off of the chains.
Looks close to 5.
Yeah, so only 5 yards this time for McDowell, as he has to be averaging at least 7.5, 8 yards a carry.
Absolutely.
So far, not even through halfway through the second quarter.
Bet you this one's coming left.
Pitch to the left this time. Nobody in front, cuts outside. McDowell, touchdown.
Wow.
Tamaqua.
Wow. I called it.
That's all you can. What else?
See,
What else are you going to do if it's working?
See, it was a great adjustment by Tamaqua, though, because he saw all those 11 guys in the box. He said, okay, I'll pitch it. You don't have anybody outside.
Yeah, does exactly what he's expected to do. And we'll see a 2-point conversion here again coming from the Blue Raiders as Surfos coming back on the field. 7 minutes is exactly to play in the second quarter. And to the right.
Guess who?
McDowell cuts inside. He's not in yet.
I think he got in this time.
It's not blown dead yet either. It's now blown dead. He does not cross the goal line, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But the score stands 20-0 in favor of Tamaqua. You're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf. 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22.
And we're back just in time for kickoff. Hurd's going to get it. Oh, it's going to bounce through his legs, Picks it up around the 16. Trying to evade as long as he can, but he's going to be wrapped up inside his own 20.
Yeah, it looks like they'll start this drive at the 19. See if they can get anything going. I mean, the couple of passes they've thrown have gotten yards. So, I mean, you can't run the ball because McCabe is just blowing it up.
On a sideline route on the far side of the field in the first quarter, caught by Jamani Cruz, just out of bounds before the quarter expired. So we saw some positive, but they need to do more to try to cut into this lead as much as they can here as we approach halftime. 6:51 to play in the second quarter.
They might want to just send like 3 people at Brady McCabe if they're going to try to run the ball.
Like he's having a field day right now. Man in motion now to the near side. It's Jacob Watson.
They got around McCabe that time, but they still lost 2 yards.
So Cruz on the reverse. We saw that play last time, and he overthrew Keaton Fry in the end zone. If that is complete, it's a different ball game.
Right.
That would have been for a touchdown. So a loss of 2 on the handoff.
2-yard loss.
So we'll see 2nd and 12 for the Falcons. Similar formation to a play ago. 2 receivers on the near side and far side. Lone back is Watson. Fry looks to throw. Has time. Quick feet. Pressure. Dropped at the 15. And another loss maybe of 1.
Just had nowhere to go on that. Not a great route combination. Everybody was short. Everybody was close to each other. Made it easy on the defense.
3rd and 13.
I believe that was Carter Trotman and Tegan Phillips on the wrap-up in the backfield. And looking at his feet, Jason, Fry seems
seems a little rattled.
It's exactly what I was going to say. He just doesn't have that confidence as that pressure continues to come. He had some time, but stepped further up into the pocket and had to take on some extra contact there. He's going to roll out to the far side with time. Looks to throw, sets his feet. Pass complete for a first down. Completed to Jadiel Gonzalez.
Jadiel Gonzalez for
I think that's what they're going to need to do.
And
I mean,
19-yard gain.
Salisbury's not controlling the line of scrimmage, but if you roll him out, you give him a little extra time away from that rush.
A little extra time, but he also looked a little more controlled in that setting, rolling to the far side instead of the near side where the pressure was and where McCabe has been so far this evening. 4:45 to play until halftime, 20-0 Tamaqua, and a first down picked up by Salisbury. Fry hands it off. Going out to the far side is Blunt. Flag comes in as Blunt is wrapped up by a couple of Blue Raiders.
Yeah, guess who they held?
Most likely McCabe. Exactly. So we'll hear the call from the head referee, Jim Toomey. Get the call here, and looks like they're going to start moving backwards as we see the offense stepping back. It's going to be repeating a first down, so now 1st and 20, putting themselves behind the chains again. And that big 19-yard reception to Jadiel Gonzalez. Now even further in the negative as Fry waits the snap, gets it, hands it off. Blunt, pressure from Fraunheiser, stays on his feet, finds the outside,
nice run.
Gets around one, cuts back in, he's on his feet, tripped up past the 50-yard line, and a nice big first down for this Falcons offensive squad.
Tackled by Morin.
Nope.
Sean Chen.
Chen, the senior, 6 foot 165. Credit for tripping up
27-yard gain.
Gonzalez, and that patience we've seen with Terrence McDowell. We saw.
Yeah, he made the right cuts on that one. His official's timeout, tie the shoe, I guess.
That's what it looks like. But that was an excellent spark that the Falcons needed with Gonzalez carry out wide.
Yes.
And a nice big gain. And I believe Gonzalez was the one that made the catch, so maybe he's going to be that sophomore spark to get this Falcons offense moving. 4:05 to play in the second quarter. Just a quick time. I'm not exactly sure what the timeout is.
He's having trouble tying his shoe, I believe, the center.
But there's conversations going on between the officials, and I believe that's Coach DeZenzo on the near sideline. He's out past the 50. Conversation going here. Because no one looks to be tying their shoe at the moment, but there's still a stoppage. Head referee on the far side of the field looking like he's talking to Coach Bonner. And
I don't know if we
set.
I guess we're not going to get an explanation on that.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Clock is stopped at 4:05. He's signaling to run the clock. They haven't yet. Yeah, they are now. So ball snap. Pump fakes going deep down the field.
Stay in bounds. Nope, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Searching for Jamani Cruz.
Coverage by number 1. Ryder Holmberg. Pass ball's incomplete.
Holmberg, the freshman, in coverage.
They have the advantage on the outside. They have a lot of height with their receivers.
They do. Just maybe a little too much air under that pass, forcing Cruz to slow down just a bit. Sailing out of bounds once again on that far side of the field. Watson in motion, and a flag before the snap. We're going to get a false start.
Too many mistakes,
procedure on the
LJ.
Falcons.
Too many mistakes.
Yeah, anytime
That's
you
three
get
on this drive. Isn't it?
anytime you
That's
put
a
yourselves
5-yard
further
penalty.
and further behind the chains on early
Making it second and
downs,
15.
makes it just that much harder to do what you're expected to do. And when you're facing a stout defense like Tamaqua has been showing that effort this evening, makes it that much harder. Illegal procedure again, or false start
Yep.
against the Falcons.
Illegal
So-
procedure
Yeah, that
again
defensive
on
end
Falcons.
moved, but he never crossed.
He never
the
crossed.
neutral
Checked
zone.
on.
That, and I wonder if there was movement. Yes, the clap
7-20.
from Fry, but I wonder if there was movement on the clap from the offensive line at the same moment
Yeah.
when the Blue Raider jumped as well. So first and second and 10 now to second and 15 now. Even to second and 20.
Just putting themselves in a bigger hole.
Going to be second in another city soon. Pass
Ooh,
intended
broken up.
for Watson and broken up, and now some
Pass intended for number
extracurriculars
That was
here.
Flynn Coleman,
Deflected by
Junior,
number
6'2",
77,
185.
Flynn Coleman, following it incomplete. 3rd and 20.
Watson a little close in coverage there.
3:49 remaining in the first half.
So an opportunity to try to get a little quick draw screen.
Parkland leading Nazareth 28-0.
Wow, and Alex and I alluded to that in the pregame show without the likeness of Peyton Falzone. What is this Blue Eagles offense going to look like? And Parkland showing their dominance early on the road in Nazareth this evening. 3rd and 20. Fry, pressure, evades, tripped up, and a loss of 5 more brings up 4th and 25.
4th and Shenandoah.
4th and Shenandoah for the Falcons as the clock continues to tick down. 3:30 to play in the first half. Tamaqua leading 20-0.
Deep for the Blue Raiders, Terrence McDowell.
We'll see if they can get this punt off.
Yeah, and
They had a lot of trouble last time.
Fry, as you mentioned, that Australian type of kick running to the near side, but that pressure coming from the Blue Raiders. Not saying it's better to take a loss here than punting it to McDowell, but we'll see if they're able to do so. A high snap, rolls out, nice punt, gets some decent distance. It's going to bounce on the 35, continue to take a falconed roll, and they're going to touch inside the 25, call it the 22-yard line.
That was clear that they wanted that ball nowhere near McDowell.
And doing exactly what it's supposed to, switching fields. One of the longer drives we'll see from Tamaqua since early in the first quarter.
Yeah, from their own 22.
And Tamaqua, all 3 timeouts. I believe Salisbury just has 1 remaining. They used 2 in the
both
first.
in the first quarter.
So now 2:56 to play. We've seen a heavy dose of McDowell, not too much of anything else, maybe other than Malachi Stewart at the fullback. We'll see if they try to air things out in the
they
final
spread
moments.
it out a little bit, but it's still going to be McDowell on the jet sweep.
And contact knocking him down.
Brought down by number
38, I believe.
38.
Kevon Price Perry, a freshman.
Perry. 3-yard gain for McDowell.
Kind of uprooted McDowell.
Yeah, he kind of went underneath and swept his ankles.
Ball lying on the 25-yard
So
line.
2nd and 7 for the Blue Raiders.
A little more spread out again.
Yeah, seeing some receivers to the far side, 3 on the far side. Rolling out, Surfos
Wide open, Brady.
delivers a bullet. McCabe still on his feet down the far sideline.
Wow.
Forced out of bounds, but not before a big gain. Ball's going to be spotted.
Broke 1 tackle. He was off.
Chase Surface.
Ball spotted at their own 48-yard line. A nice pickup by McCabe, and that's one of the names. McDowell, McCabe are the 2 most said names on the broadcast so far. Surfos, nice pass completed. Haven't had to do that too often tonight.
Or the last time we were here.
Fair, yeah. And back to the same formation. McDowell, far side, finds a hole.
He broke it.
He's outside, cuts back in. Can he
Touchdown.
He's going to get there. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tamaqua.
24, Terrence McDowell on the
Terrence
51-yard run.
51-yard touchdown run.
Tamaqua Blue Raiders.
And what else other than Terrence McDowell do you need? My goodness.
And McCabe on defense. That's it. One-man wrecking crew on each side.
Just so hard to stop here. It's a lot to ask for. And the craziest part of this, McDowell's a sophomore.
Whew.
2-point attempt now for the Blue Raiders.
That one went to Stewart, and I don't think
he's pushing forward.
He did get in.
Extends, and a good 2-point conversion attempt.
Didn't look initially like he would get in. He got hit by about 3 guys, but the legs just kept going.
And now that extends the lead. 28-0 for Tamaqua over Salisbury. 2 minutes exactly to play until halftime. You're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
Rachel's Refinished Furniture, located at 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, has a showroom filled with refinished furniture, mirrors, home decor, and more. Rachel's has unfinished pieces which you can customize as well. If you've got a piece which you would like to have refinished, you can have your furniture given a new life at Rachel's Refinished Furniture. You can contact Rachel's Refinished Furniture at 610-810-8486 and speak to Rachel in person. That's 610-810-8486 for Rachel's Refinished Furniture, 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor.
And welcome back to Tamaqua Area School District. The Blue Raiders leading Salisbury 28-0. It's been all McDowell so far, and a 51-yard touchdown run for him and the Blue Raiders. Kickoff caught at the 20, picking up some decent yardage. Knocked back. He'll be dropped at the 30-yard line.
Jeremiah Bell on the return.
And that's Jeremiah Bell, the senior.
Number 12, Chance Makovic.
Chance Makovic, freshman, coming up on the tackle with Gavin Shannon, another freshman. The freshman duo getting credit for tackles on special teams.
Salisbury has to get back to the pass. They've had one good run all game. Passes are open. They have big guys on the outside.
Yeah, we've seen Jadiel Gonzalez and Jamani Cruz make a couple of catches. Just need to see that be utilized a little bit. You also have Jaden Claudio, number 4, the second receiver into your screen on the near side. Pass going in the backfield, cutting back to the far side. Evading is Jared Blunt, but he's going to be dropped down for a loss of about 8 to 10 yards.
Yeah, you might want to just take a knee, go into halftime, discuss it.
Yeah, minute 35 to play. Blue Raiders have all of their timeouts. And if you're watching, halftime is going to be extended.
Yes.
Tonight, 20-minute halftime, homecoming festivities here in Tamaqua.
It's a good game for your homecoming. You always want to win homecoming.
Play clock just at 24 as they're approaching the line. A minute and 7 seconds to play until we reach halftime. Fry talking to Jared Blunt, back under center movement.
You got another penalty.
I didn't see a flag thrown, just a whistle, but it's going to be false start against the offense. And
it's the right tackle.
False start on the Falcons.
2nd and 15 now, 2nd and 20.
They can't seem to get out of thetheir own way.
Stepping back 5 steps.
Every time they do something good, they do 2 or 3 things bad.
That continue to retreat them back. And you said, Jason, if they can start getting the ball distributed on the wings, trying to get down the field, they have the height advantage. We've seen a couple sparks here, just being able to find that in stride and continue to build off of that momentum. But we'll see Fry here. 54.9 seconds. Ball snap. Keeps it. Pressure coming down the field. He goes.
A little short, but
And
you're
a
going to get
flag on the play.
You're going to get defensive PI on Chase Heffelfinger.
Jaden Claudio putting himself in position to even get a hand on that ball.
26, Hayden Mangini Calkins.
Okay,
on
that's
the
who was
penalty.
in. But if Jaden Claudio doesn't slow his body down and reach back to even get a hand on that ball, PI's not called.
You know, the worst part about this, you get a pass interference penalty, but it's not the NFL, so it's still second down.
Yeah.
Because they only get 15 yards out of it. So it's
second and maybe 8, maybe second and 7 here. Clock at 47.9.
15-yard penalty, second and 7.
As you alluded to, that 15-yard penalty gives him just second and medium, second and more manageable. As Fry looks to pass 3 to the near side. Blunt in motion. Ball fakes with time. Pressure coming down the field. He has Cruz. He makes the catch.
That's a completion.
Jamani Cruz.
He was not out of bounds that time.
Jamani Cruz.
Doing exactly that. The senior Jamani Cruz, 6'1", 180. With a big reception.
He's been burning that side of the field all game so far.
Just keep feeding him.
First and 10 for the Salisbury Falcons.
40.3 to play until halftime. 28-0 Tamaqua over Salisbury. 25 on the play clock as the Falcons approach the line. First and 10 from the Blue Raider 29. Excellent pickup. Excellent connection between Fry and Cruz.
Be a great moral victory right now to get 6 points before the half. Take the momentum back. Maybe you can build on it in the second half.
Pressure coming. Stays alive. Looks to get rid of it. He does. Finds a completion to Jacob Watson. Stays in bounds.
Though.
And a timeout's going to be called. 25.8 on the clock.
I think that's the last one for Salisbury.
And that is going to be the last timeout of
by Salisbury, their last.
The first half.
The first half, and we'll see what the Falcons can do. Completion for 4, maybe 5 yards, and unable to get out of bounds, but
he did a
great play.
He did a really nice job escaping the pressure because he had a free rush from number 3, Sean Chen. He threw him off, rolled back to the other side, and found somebody working open.
That and pressure still coming forward. If he held onto that ball an extra half second, could have been another loss of yardage. But now second and medium coming for the Falcons.
Falcons will regain possession.
Might be able to get 2 plays off unless you get out of bounds.
Second and 6.
Your goal is to get out of bounds once you make that catch.
Exactly, trying to get
out your red tickets, your white tickets, and your green tickets.
Trying to extend the half to put points on the board. Nothing but momentum moving in to halftime. You need to have some positivity, some uplifting momentum into the second half. Second and medium. Fry awaits the snap. 25.8 on the clock. Ball snap. Fry looks to throw. Has some time. Pressure now coming. Rolling out. Sets his feet. Throws to the end zone.
Brady McCabe with the interception.
And the Blue Raiders intercepted. Brady McCabe, the senior.
Having a game today, huh? Have a game today, kid.
That's all you can ask for out of a senior, playing both sides of the ball, making catches on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And that's...
Now I think you see a need.
Yeah.
28-0.
You have 3 timeouts, not saying that's what they're going to use.
Don't risk a fumble, though, or anything like
an
that.
Injury, anything like that going in. There's 15.6 seconds. We'll see what the Blue Raiders elect to do here, starting another drive. Ball on the 20.
Maybe they will hand it off.
They're in that formation.
Nope.
And they'll take a knee to send us to halftime as the final seconds tick off the clock here. Tamaqua Blue Raiders leading the Salisbury Falcons 28-0, and a heavy dose of run game for the Blue Raiders and Terrence McDowell. Brady McCabe, the name on defense.
Yeah.
Luke Fraunheiser as well has been immaculate. And then the fumble recovery, strip and recovery, and interception late. Exactly what you want out of your Blue Raider offense and defense. We'll step aside briefly. We'll rejoin you for a halftime show. Extended halftime here in Tamaqua, 20 minutes instead of 15. We'll step aside and rejoin you shortly. You're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
White ticket winner for the blanket.
Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor. X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf, 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22. It's Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. The Novak family, still the proprietors. For a wide variety of high-quality vitamins, supplements, and herbs, shop Queen's Nutritional Products. From vitamin A to zinc and everything in between, the Queen Bee and her busy bees on staff can assist you. Queen's Nutritional Products also has a full line of dry and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. That historic nut hut still producing the best nuts and dried fruits in the Lehigh Valley. Queen's Nutritional Products also offers a variety of natural soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, and more, because what you put on your body is as important as what you put in it. Queen's Nutritional Products is open Monday through Wednesday and Saturday from 9 until 6, Thursday and Friday from 9 till 7, as well as Sunday from 11 till 4. Seniors get 10% off every day on many items in the store. Visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, or better yet, stop by Queen's Nutritional Products at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azars features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azars, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem, for great value. Rachel's Refinished Furniture, located at 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, has a showroom filled with refinished furniture, mirrors, home decor, and more. Rachel's has unfinished pieces which you can customize as well. If you've got a piece which you would like to have refinished, you can have your furniture given a new life at Rachel's Refinished Furniture. You can contact Rachel's Refinished Furniture at 610 610-810-8486 and speak to Rachel in person. That's 610-810-8486 for Rachel's Refinished Furniture, 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor. The Book and Puppet Company, located at 161 Northampton Street in downtown Easton, is a treasure trove of literature for kids and adults alike. With a large selection of children's and youth-geared content to New York Times best-selling authors across a variety of topics, the Book and Puppet Company has literary works for many ages and interests. The Book and Puppet Company is open at 11 a.m. Sunday through Friday and has its late night on Saturday, opening at 10 a.m. and closing at 9 p.m. For more information, you can visit their website at bookandpuppet.com. That's the Book and Puppet Company, 161 Northampton Street in Easton. Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azar's features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azar's, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem for great value.
Our next candidate for homecoming queen is
0
Addison
in favor
Rummel.
of the Raiders over Salisbury. Alex
Addison is the
Fidrashevsky
daughter
stepping
of
back in,
Marcia Rummel.
joined right now by a
She
dear
is the
friend of
secretary
mine,
of the class of
Chris
2026.
Gillis from the Delta Hotel
She is also an
in
officer for
Allentown,
Future
Delta
Business
by
Leaders of
Marriott,
America,
we should say.
and is a member
Chris,
of the World Language
great to
Club,
have you here tonight.
Biology
Thanks
Club,
for having me,
and
Alex. It's great to
Environmental
come out
Club.
for another Friday Night Lights.
Addison is a
And
member
we
of the
were
National
actually
Honor
together
Society,
last night
as well as the
at
English,
the
Math,
Delta over there in the West
Spanish,
End on
and
Route
Science National
100,
Honor Societies.
and you had a
She's a member of
fantastic
the
event
Veto,
over there
Raider Step
for
Up,
a great
Honor
cause.
Card Review
Tell everybody a little
Committee,
bit about what
and is a
happened with
senator
the
in
Mega
the
Mixer
Tamaqua Area
for
Student
the
Government
Cancer Support Community
Association.
of the Greater Lehigh Valley, which
Addison
you are
is
also a board member
of the
of.
golf team.
Well, I appreciate the
Her future
introduction
plan
there,
is
Alex.
to attend a
First of
four-year
all, it was a great
university,
event. Thank you for
followed by
attending. Thank you
medical
for all that
school.
you did for this event as well. From
Addison is
collections,
escorted
everything.
by
I
our next
appreciate it.
candidate for
As
homecoming
the
king,
director of sales for the
Keegan
Delta, I'm
Coleman.
very fortunate to have a team that allows me to get out into the community
Keegan
and
is
be a
the
board
son
of
of
directors on
Jamie
the
and
Cancer
Rochelle
Support Community.
Coleman.
And
Keegan
last
is a
night we had a
three-year
goal
member
of
of the
raising
track and field
$10,000,
team,
and we
he's
achieved
enrolled
that.
in
I
the
think we're gonna be
Tamaqua
close to
Area
probably
Cooperating
$11,000,
Worker
$12,000,
Program.
and it all stays in the Lehigh Valley, and
Keegan's
that's something
future
that's
plan
important
is
to
to
me and our
attend
team.
L-Tri-C
You know, you are
construction
now the
management
second member of
and
the team
pursue
to make a
career in
television
general
appearance this fall.
contracting.
As James is
Ladies and
also,
gentlemen,
James Pepe is
Addison
the
Rummel
co-host of mine
and
on the
Keegan
corner kick. We're
Coleman.
waiting for you.
Well, James is far better at this than I am. Probably looks better on TV, too.
I don't think
Our
that's
next
true
candidate
at
for
all. He's
homecoming
not
queen
watching right
is
now. I'll give you the A+.
Cecilia Ulickney.
Love it. I love it.
So again, it was really such
Cecilia
a great night
is the
that we
daughter of
had
Stephen
last
and
night
Johanna Ulickney.
with almost
She is a
400
six-year member of the
guests
Raider Band,
in
where
attendance.
she
A
currently
great
serves as
fundraising event,
president.
but it doesn't
She's
stop
also a
there
7-year member
for
of
the
the
Cancer
Tamaqua
Support
Club,
Community of the Greater
where she
Lehigh Valley.
also serves as
Tell the folks a
president.
little bit about some of the
Cecilia
events which
is
will be coming up in the
president of
next
the English
2 or
National
3
Honor
weeks. We've got
Society and is
dance
also
coming
a
up
member of
that will
the
be partnered
National
with
Honor Society
WLEV.
and
We've got some
Spanish
other things. So
and
why don't you
Science
take
National
the
Honor
floor?
Societies.
Yeah, so super excited. So
She
October 8th,
participates
we
in
have
concert choir,
for Cancer
jazz
Support
chorale,
Community, again, we
jazz
have a
band,
celebrity
Schuylkill County
bartending
Chorus,
event.
and is
So
a
I'll be
member
on
of
the
the
5
Tri-Am
o'clock slot,
Music
so everybody
Honor
come out,
Society.
make sure you put tips in my
She's a
jar.
member of the
But we've got
Tamaqua Area
6
Student
great
Government
people that are
Association,
involved in the Lehigh
Schuylkill
Valley
Youth Conference,
in many
Avidum,
different
Raider
things
Step
that they
Up,
do for
Biology
the community.
Club,
And it's just a great to be
Environmental
part
Club,
of it.
and
then,
World Language
as you can
Club.
see on my face, this
She's
isn't
also a
usually
4-year
there.
member of the
So
track and
October
field
14th,
team.
we're doing Beards for
Cecilia's
Breasts
future plan
in
is to
Easton,
attend
which
a
will be another
4-year
great
college
event.
or university
And again, the Cancer
to
Sports
pursue
Community is the
a
beneficiary.
career.
Yeah, that'll be
in
at Pearly
clinical
Bakers.
psychology.
James is also growing out
Cecilia
his
is
facial hair.
escorted by our next
And
candidate for
maybe one of our
homecoming
lucky
king,
viewers will be the
Luke
one to win the
Fraunheiser.
raffle to shave all of it off.
Luke is
Good
the son
luck,
of
good
Anne
luck.
Fraunheiser
But again,
and
it's
the late
all for a
Jason
great cause.
Fraunheiser.
We'll be there. for
He's
both
a
of those
four-year
events,
member
and
of the
we're
football,
so happy to be
basketball, and
involved
baseball
with
teams.
the cancer support
He is the
community
treasurer
of the Greater
class of
Lehigh Valley.
2026.
We're looking forward to getting the
Luke
program,
is
the TV
treasurer
show
of the
off the
National
ground
Honor
with you all
Society,
as
as
well.
well as a
And
member
we
of
got
the
some good
English,
interviews
Math,
last night.
Science,
Another
and
one of your
Spanish
board
National
members, Jeremy
Honor
Brescia, was
Societies.
down
Yes.
there, so it was
He is
great
the president
to
of the
see him. You'll
Physics
be
Club
seeing that on
and is also a member of the Ski
CWTAP
Club,
in the near
Future
future. He
Business
is with
Leaders of
Servpro
America,
Yes.
and
and the
does a
Tamaqua Area
great
Student
job there.
Government
Part of
Association.
our little
Luke's
monstrous
future plan
There you go,
is
there
to
you go.
attend a
four-headed
four-year
monster,
college or
you, me, him, and
university
JJ over
to
there. But
major in
it's
mechanical
great that we're
engineering
able to get
and
involved with
complete
you
an
because
ROTC program.
what you do is
Ladies
so
and gentlemen,
important
Cecilia Ulickney
for folks,
and Luke
it's not
Braunheiser.
just for those undergoing cancer treatments as well. You work with folks
Our
who are
final
family members
candidate
and
for
friends.
homecoming
And go into a
queen
little bit of
is
detail
Molly
about
Walker.
that as well.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like I said, everything that we do stays
Molly
right here
is
in
the
the Lehigh
daughter of
Valley.
Ben
It's
and
for
Mary Beth
the families,
Walker.
really. It's not just about
Molly
the
is
patient.
vice
It's
president
about
of the Tamaqua
caretakers.
Area
It's
Student
about the
Government
families.
Association
The families
and
that
is
come
drum
with the
major of the
patients.
Raider
It's
Marching
really just a
Band.
nice facility.
She is a
And
four-year
there's
member
so
of
many
the
different
Girls Cross
programs that they
Country
can
team,
do. And
and
I would
is
suggest
captain
checking
this
out the
year.
Cancer Support Community website.
She's also a four-year
There's a ton
member of the
programs
track
that are
and
for
field
everybody.
team.
Also, tell
Molly
everybody
is
a
a
little
member
bit
of the
about
National
the
Honor
Delta
Society,
as well. You're
as well
obviously
as the
located on
English
Route
and
100.
Spanish National Honor
More than
Societies.
just a hotel, restaurant,
serves on
banquet
the Honor
facility.
Card
So,
Review
if you'd
Committee
like to tell everybody a
and
little
is
bit about
also
who
a
you are,
member
what you
of the
do
World
there,
Language
and
Club,
some of the amenities.
Biology Club,
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great
Environmental
hotel. I've
Club,
been there for
and
about a
Schuylkill Youth
little over
Conference.
3 years now.
Molly's
We're
future
opening a new
plan
White
is to
Elephant
attend
restaurant, which is a
LTRC,
modern spin
followed
on
by
Indian
a state
cuisine.
university
We're
to
super
major
excited
in
about
elementary
that. And we've
education.
got over 11,000 square feet of meeting
Molly
space,
is
so we can
escorted
kind of
by our
host
final
anything
candidate
from
for
20
homecoming
people
king,
to 1,000
William
people. So
Bean.
come out and check us out.
Chris, always
William
appreciate you
is the
stopping
son
by.
of Liz
Your son
Pinky
Jordan
and
on the
the late
field taking
Stephen
some
Bean.
photographs
he's
right
down
now.
there
He's
with
a
one knee
four-year
and a
member
crutch.
of the varsity soccer, cross country,
Look for him, folks.
swimming,
The one on the crutch.
wrestling,
That's
and
his
track
son.
and field teams.
So Jordan,
He is
again,
vice
doing a great
president
job
of the
down
class
there,
of
just starting
2026
his
and vice
media
president
career.
of the
Yeah,
Raider
we're glad
Marching
to
Band.
help him get a lift.
He's a
and
member of
you
the
can
jazz
check
and
him out.
concert
We'll
bands.
link his social
He
media
is
through our
president
Facebook
of the Future
so everybody
Business
could
Leaders
see
of
his
America
photography
and is
work.
a four-year
Does a great
senator
job,
for the Tamaqua
digital and
Area
graphic
Student
design
Government
as well.
Association.
Really skilled young man.
He is a
that
member
we're,
of the
just
National
happy
Honor
to be able to help
Society,
everybody
as
here
well
in
as
the
the
Lehigh Valley
English,
and give
Science,
him the
and
next
Spanish
step in his
National Honor
career.
Society.
Well, we appreciate and we
He's a
appreciate
member of
everything
the
that you do
Schuylkill
for
County
everything
Drug
in the community.
Advisory
You're really a
Board
big help to
and the
everybody.
Schuylkill
We'll
County
stop by and
Youth
get some
Summit.
breakfast from you and try out the new
Let's do it.
restaurant as well for dinner.
I'm ready for you anytime.
So again, this is
and
Chris
Troop
Gillis from
777,
the Delta by
and
Marriott
is a
in the
member
west
of the
end
Order
of
of the
Allentown.
Arrow.
Fireworks going off here during
Will plans
homecoming.
to attend
or
a four-year
car
college or
backfiring. I don't know which
university
one that is.
to
It was
major
something
in
here in Tamaqua.
environmental
But again,
engineering.
it's halftime
Ladies and
of
gentlemen,
the CWTAP
Molly
Friday Night
Walker
Football game
and
of the
William
week. It's
Bean.
homecoming here at Tamaqua, 28-0 in favor of the Raiders. We'll be back with some halftime thoughts, analysis,
Ladies
and
and
the Pennsylvania
gentlemen, one
Football
more
News
round of
rankings
applause, please,
after
for the
these
2025
commercial messages.
homecoming
Thank you, Chris.
nominees.
Thank you.
The Leather Corner Post Bar and Grill, 6855 Horseshoe Road in Orfield, has served up good food and good cheer since the 1860s. LCP is a one-of-a-kind local bar with great food, cold beer, and plenty of memories to be made. Sample their wings, burgers, salads, and more in a relaxed neighborhood pub setting. And with sports, Bolka, and more on their TVs, LCP is your hometown pub in Lehigh County. LCP is also the Boomba capital of the Lehigh Valley and features Bolka music on the third Thursday of every month, with the Steelworkers Bolka Band performing from 6 until 9 p.m. LCP is open Tuesday to Thursday from 3 until 11, Friday and Saturday from noon to 1:30 a.m., and Sunday from 1 to 8 p.m. Reserve your seats for Bolka Night with the Steelworkers by calling 610-395-1782. That's 610-395-1782. And of course, remember to mention CWTAP. That's the Leather Corner Post, 6855 Horseshoe Road in Orfield. Superior Hardware, located at 400 South Firth Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardware.com. Bangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor.
For over 60 years, Dietz's Tavern in Wind Gap has been a go-to locale for football fans in the Slate Belt food scene. With a variety of appetizers, salads, burgers, and entrees, Dietz's provides a down-home atmosphere, a friendly space to meet and mingle, and a full bar to watch the big games. Don't forget about wing nights on Wednesday, taco Thursday, and their weekly specials. Dietz's is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 and can be found at 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap. Stop by Dietz's today and sample the food, drink, and friendship firsthand. That's Dietz's Tavern, 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap. And we're back here. It's halftime. CWTAP Friday Night Football Game of the Week. Alex and LJ taking a step outside on a beautiful evening in the coal region here in northeastern Pennsylvania. 28-0. Beautiful score if you're a Tamaqua fan.
100%. This is all you can ask for on a homecoming night, a beautiful evening. And can't believe it's week 5 already, Alex.
It goes too fast.
It's incredible.
I love high school basketball, right? It is my passion. I will eat, sleep, and breathe high school basketball in both of our viewing areas in Pennsylvania and New Jersey throughout the season. There's something special, though, about high school football because it only comes once a week.
Yeah.
It's Friday night, maybe a Saturday afternoon.
No matter your sport or position, St. Luke's Sports Medicine can train you to avoid injury. And if you do get injured,
to have
we're there with the best
festivities
athletic
like
trainers,
this that we're
performance
able
coaches,
to see on
physical
a weekly
therapists,
basis.
and orthopedic sports
it's not like we
medicine
just see one
physicians
homecoming.
And surgeons
we have the
to get you
opportunity
back
to see multiple and see how people celebrate, honor their
St.
their
Luke's
former
is the
and
region's
current.
only varsity
Yeah, every
team
school does it differently.
Medicine.
And, it's one of my favorite things is always when we come do this in the small towns.
Yeah.
When you go to, and this is no offense to them, I love Liberty,
Just
I love Parkland, I love Easton. The big show.
That our band will be performing during the
special,
5th quarter.
When you come to these
after
smaller
the end
towns
of
the way they go about just from pregame all the way through, people in the parking lot hanging out a couple hours before.
Yeah.
I think one of the prime examples was last year, the Coal Bucket game between
Out-of-town
Mount Carmel and Shamokin. They're both really
Lehigh,
good.
35,
People were lined up the street
Lehigh
3.5 hours before kickoff, like blocks up in Mount Carmel.
Over
and
the Olympians of
for
Jim
me,
Thorpe,
that's what makes
16-6
high
at
school
half.
football so special because it brings these communities together.
Southern
like
Lehigh
Tamaqua
with
tonight,
a small lead
you see there's a great
over
crowd.
Pottsville, 14-10
and,
at halftime.
For these folks, it's really, 5 home games a year in these small towns. It is the lifeblood of their communities.
Blue Mountain
for sure, and
leading
seeing the reception that they've had here. I mean, you can see across the field during the game, the stands are packed. There's people everywhere. Concession stands are busy, and they have a heck of a
Pine
game
Grove
for
up on
homecoming
Shenandoah
tonight.
Valley, 20-6 at half.
Oh, there was a pick'em score
And
they
Panther
just
Valley
announced.
with the lead, 20-16 over Nativity.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about tonight's game while we're here at halftime. We've got, about 3 minutes before they come back. So let's talk about just a little bit. Terrence McDowell has been really good for Tamaqua, and they've been able to control both sides of the line of scrimmage.
Luke Fraunheiser, too, the center. He's a linebacker as well. They're dominating the trenches right now, and that's giving McDowell room to do whatever he wants. And the thing that Jason said, too, he falls forward. He's digging his feet in the ground no matter what. He hasn't been brought backwards.
7 p.m.
Everything is falling forward, and you've seen the likes of him across the entire field tonight.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, too. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him, and I'm sure if Jason hasn't said it, he will at
we
some
would like
point
to
in these 2
thank
games
and
that we've been
recognize
here.
the referees for tonight's game.
I think he could be a scholarship player.
Yeah.
Our officials tonight are Jim Toomey,
underestimated.
Mastician,
He's very
Doug
he does
Litweiler,
exactly what he's supposed
Matt
to on the
Ravinas,
field.
and
You
Dave
see all the
Lipinski.
opportunities he has.
Thank you, gentlemen,
He's
for officiating
patient. He's
today's
poised.
game for our
he plants
athletes.
his foot and
Without
cuts
you,
different directions.
this game
it's
could
impressive.
not take
Knows
place.
how to follow his blockers, doesn't
Also,
force it, lets the game
special
come
thanks
to him.
to our clock
and like
operator,
you said,
Dave
he's
Mace,
always moving forward.
and our
I think that's
scoreboard
what college
animator,
coaches like to see.
Jolene Barron.
And on the other side of the ball, Brady McCabe, strip and a fumble recovery late in the first quarter, and then an interception late to close out the second quarter. Excellent defensive effort by Brady McCabe.
One of the big scores from around the region right now before we go into the second half. It's that Parkland-Nazareth game that we spoke about in the pregame. Not so much of a game right now.
Yeah,
We would
Parkland
like
with
to
a commanding lead. We'll
all
get the
the
updated
alumni
score,
band
but
members
before it was
back to the
28-0
Tamaqua Blue Raiders
Trojans. I believe
Stadium
they're
as they perform.
Nazareth may have gotten on the board.
Nazareth did
enjoyment.
get one back. It's 28-6 in favor of Parkland. That game is at halftime. So again, great performance tonight from the Trojans, and I think we question this. Without Peyton Falzone, how would Nazareth respond? Struggling a little bit. They're going to have to find themselves without him. He's out for the rest of the season. Also in our kind of marquee game of the week, Westchester East 21, Coatesville 14 at the half.
We would
So
also like
that's a
to
score
welcome
we'll follow
back some of
throughout
our
the second
alumni
half for you
cheerleaders
here.
who are back
Try to
on
get
the
some
track
others.
waving their pom-poms.
Freedom leading Allen 44-7
Thank you, ladies.
at the half. So Allen's going to have to steal a win off somebody else to get to 5 and try to make a push for the playoffs. No score yet on the Red Rovers, and we'll let you know as more scores come in here. CWTAP. LJ and Jason will be back after this commercial break with the second half. It's Friday Night Football Game of the Week on CWTAP.
At Queen's Nutritional Products, we offer a full line of vitamins and mineral supplements to support a healthy lifestyle. Stop by Queen's Nutritional Products today to peruse our wide selection of dried and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. The Novak family and our friendly staff are available to assist you, and seniors get 10% off every day on many items. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Queen's Nutritional Products is located at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. You can visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, but better yet, stop by Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown.
And we're back, LJ. Beautiful night here tonight. It's cooled off a little bit. It was a little sticky earlier on today, but, when you're up in these mountains, boy, that wind comes rolling through, it cools off quick.
It's nice and cool. We're finally reached about 60 degrees outside, 68 degrees, and from a sticky 80-degree September evening, it's very, very strange, and we finally have a score update coming out of Easton. The Rovers leading Emmaus 42-0.
This could be their year to run the table in this conference, especially with Falzone out now. That was really going to be their test in the last game of the season.
Opportunities present themselves in mysterious ways. Obviously, you don't want an injury to a high-quality athlete like Peyton Falzone, but if the Rovers can continue to keep things rolling the way that we know and have seen them do, things could get pretty special.
Yeah, we were talking about other teams having 300-yard rushing attempts. I think Easton's done it in every game this year.
They have had to so far. It's been very exciting action and homecoming, as Alex and I just talked about, 28-0 in favor of Tamaqua against the Salisbury squad that has yet to find points on the field.
Yeah, Tamaqua was controlling the line of scrimmage, as we said a couple times in the first half, and McDowell's just doing whatever he wants out there.
So the Blue Raiders kick off, caught at the 25-yard line, coming the other way, still on his feet and being pushed backwards is Jeremiah Bell.
Guess who? Brady McCabe.
Brady McCabe, as Alex and I talked about in halftime, and Jason, we talked about a majority of the first half. Brady McCabe has been everywhere on the field, everywhere.
Playing outside linebacker, he's lining up on the line when they go to a 5 at defensive end. They just can't block him.
So the Falcons will start the second half here with possession. They'll start the drive at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
And listen, like we were saying at the end of the first half, the only way they're getting back in this game is if they start passing. They've had the advantage there.
And we've seen a couple of, like we said, sparks. Jadiel Gonzalez, Jamani Cruz. Different ways of lighting it up here. A pass. Jared Blunt in the backfield, and we're going to already have a delay of game penalty to start the second half, and that's going to do nothing but frustrate Kevin DeZenzo and this Falcons squad. So
can't get out of their own way.
It's going to be 1st and 15 to start the second half now, and the Falcons in all white traveling left to right this half. The Blue Raiders in all blue going right to left on the defensive side of the ball. Ball snapped to Frey, rolling to the near side. Pressure coming, and wrapped up for yet another loss. A couple Falcons. Malachi Stewart, a couple Blue Raiders in the backfield, and some pressure continuing to reach the backfield for the Falcons.
5-yard loss on that play now.
Yeah, and again, like you said in the first half, he just doesn't look comfortable. I think he pulled it down a little early that time.
Yeah,
he didn't let the routes develop.
To see almost panic, the fear set in of knowing pressure's coming, but as soon as you see him sort of become frazzled, the feet start moving a little quicker. He steps further into the pocket or up, and he steps almost into pressure. So you see the ball fake there. Pass deflected off the hands of Luke Fraunheiser, another name we've said quite a bit. Offensively, the center, and defense coming up with some big tackles in the backfield, and now a pass breakup here.
Causing the ball to fall incomplete.
3rd and 18, maybe.
Yeah,
3rd and 20.
3rd and 20, and they've had those couple guys.
Yep.
All over the field tonight. All over the field. And if you notice, when Salisbury throws the ball, they don't throw at McDowell, who's on the
near side of your screen, on the bottom part of your screen here. Fry awaits the snap. We'll see if he's going to have time to get a pass off. Pressure coming. Steps into the pocket, gets a pass, but blocked again by you-know-who. Fraunheiser. Also, I believe Homecoming King. So just very all-around night, all you can ask for Fraunheiser.
And if he didn't knock that down, Brady McCabe was in front of the receiver he was throwing to, so he might have had another pick.
Another one. 2 turnovers caused, an interception, a strip, fumble, and a fumble recovery, all in the first half. 28-0, still Tamaqua, 4th and 20.
Boy, Salisbury running guys on late there.
20 on the play clock as we get the snap. Fry rolls out, bottom of your screen, gets a clean high punt off. It's going to bounce at the 50 and take a bounce in favor of the Falcons. And I believe that's going to be number 34, O.J. Urena. And they're not going to let McDowell touch it.
No.
Back of the bounce, maybe another 5-6 yards,
but they weren't taking
not
a
chance. Not a chance at all if you're the Falcons. And we'll see Chase Surfoss and company on the field for the first time in the second half with a 28-0 lead.
And if McDowell or Stewart punches another one in, then we have a running clock.
Yeah, and Alex and I were talking about it during halftime before we went on the air. Tamaqua, a record of 1-3, facing some quality competition and falling to Jim Thorpe, as we said earlier on in the broadcast. 27 points on the board, but losing 35-27 as McDowell picks up about 13 yards on another pitch play and a first down for Tamaqua. A record of 1-3, and it's completely different. Penn Argyl could have been a different direction, but first game of the season, things kind of change. You learn how to progress throughout the year. Now, as we said, week 5.
They're hitting on all cylinders tonight.
You're stepping in the stride, and 1-3 record against a 2-2 team with coming off a loss to Caddy, but a win against Wilson by a narrow victory for Salisbury. It hasn't been really too much of a contest, especially in the trenches.
Right.
Handoff once again.
McDowell didn't get much that time. Got about a yard.
One of the shorter rushes he's had.
Yeah, he's got to be averaging close to 9 after that
51-yard touchdown. The last score of the first half to make the lead 28-20, or 28-0, excuse me. And we haven't seen the likes of the foot of Godinez. Slipped on a couple attempts on a kickoff. And a point after attempt, so going for 2 the last 3 times now, converting 2 of them.
Phillipsburg leading Ridge at halftime, 21-6.
Okay. Nice effort by Phillipsburg. Handoff
And
goes
there goes
to Brady
McCabe.
McCabe. Gets outside, tripped up along the numbers there. I believe that's going to be number 34.
Number 3, A.J. Moore on the
Nice quickness for a bigger guy there.
Yeah, he's been pretty elusive. But nice wrap up there.
Jet sweep action.
Seen a lot of different movement from this offense. We've seen handoffs, as we said, to Malachi Stewart, who's listed as the fullback, and McCabe getting some jet sweeps and some quick little out pass. Now I formation. Everyone's in the box. Pitch McDowell. Wrapped up, nicely done by A.J. Morin.
Gets about 5 again, though. Made a nice cut up and then a cut out and fell forward again.
I said that at halftime with Alex. He just keeps his feet churning. He's powering, digging. He's running like he's mad at the ground.
Yeah. Better be careful. He might end up a scholarship kid if he doesn't watch out.
And Alex even said, too, at halftime, if you already haven't said scholarship kid, it was coming. It came just a couple minutes into the third quarter, 8.5 minutes to play in the third. Second and medium for Tamaqua. Back to this same formation we've seen, multifaceted. Handoff to Malachi Stewart. And Morin maybe getting up on the face mask, but no flag.
Number 7, Malachi.
It's going to be a first, though. Another 5-yarders.
First met by number 3, A.J. Morin, but not before the first down for the Blue Raiders.
So yet another Tamaqua first down.
On the 5-yard carry.
Down to the 19 already.
So reaching into the red zone. Yet again.
They're in no hurry now.
No need. You have a lead like this, you kind of take your time. Play clock at 22. We haven't said Chase Surfoss's name too often in the senior quarterback. He's made a handful of passes, if that, but McDowell's getting the dose of the workload. Pitch to McDowell. Gets outside.
He might score again. Nope. They're going to stop him around the...
He's still pushing forward, though. First down.
Inside the 5.
It's going to be first and goal inside the 5 for Tamaqua.
Once again, moving the chains, giving
He's
the Blue
impressive.
Raiders a first and goal.
It's very impressive to see how hard he runs. But the patience, I keep saying, he waits for the hole to open. He's not just cutting too early. He's going right when he finds the opening. He's there, that first step into the dirt, and then striving forward.
So on that play, the cornerback stayed outside. So once he saw the receiver had him locked outside, he cut up and then back out.
Just so impressive, the knowledge, the football IQ of the sophomore in the backfield. Handoff to Stewart.
He's in.
And rumbles into the end zone. Tamaqua in the end zone once again. 34-0. Clock stops at 6:48.
He's got to feel like Saquon Barkley right now. I got you all the way down here.
Yeah.
Jalen gets the 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and Stewart is the next one to get the handoff, and he's done exactly what he's being asked to, the senior fullback. And we'll see the Blue Raiders go for 2 once again. And same formation. Surfoss under center. Handoff, McDowell.
He's in.
Pushes his way, and he is in. Near side official on the bottom of your screen lifts his hands up. 2-point conversion is good. It is 36-0. Tamaqua leading Salisbury. You're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
The Book and Puppet Company, located at 161 Northampton Street in downtown Easton, is a treasure trove of literature for kids and adults alike. With a large selection of children's and youth-geared content to New York Times best-selling authors across a variety of topics, the Book and Puppet Company has literary works for many ages and interests. The Book and Puppet Company is open at 11 a.m. Sunday through Friday and has its late night on Saturday, opening at 10 a.m. and closing at 9 p.m. For more information, you can visit their website at bookandpuppet.com. That's the Book and Puppet Company, 161 Northampton Street in Easton.
And we're back at Tamaqua. The Blue Raiders leading 36-0 after a short run by Malachi Stewart, the senior fullback, finding the end zone before McDowell converts on the 2-point conversion. Ball bounces past A.J. Morin, scooped up at the 7. Clock starts, finds a hole on his feet, tripped up just beyond his own 20.
Number 3, A.J. Morin tripped up by number 53, John Crowder.
Crowder on the tackle.
1st and 10 for the Falcons.
So we'll see Salisbury start their drive on the 21-yard line.
See if they can get anything going here.
18-yard pickup, though, by A.J. Morin after ball bounces towards the goal line, scoops up and gets them beyond the 20. So that's all you can ask for there, of not starting that deep in your defensive end. But we'll see if Fry can air it out here. Keaton Fry, the junior.
He has a nice arm.
Design keeper. Uplifted off the ground, and a flag comes in, and it was Malachi Stewart who planted him into the ground.
Number 9.
That guy's got some power, huh?
My goodness.
Holy mackerel. I think that's going to be the penalty, though. You're going to get a personal foul for the slam at the end.
Yeah.
Personal foul penalty on the Blue Raiders.
So that run maybe only picked up a yard or two, but
it'll end up 16 or 17.
Yeah. So an automatic first down there. So the ball spot at the 38.
Referee places the ball down at the 38. 1st and 10.
That was a full-on Hulk Hogan body slam there.
He was uplifted and just thrown to the ground, and fortunately he's okay. Bigger body kid, 185. Handoff, and that's going to be Blunt.
Number 2, Blunt
tripped up.
Number 0, Damian Jaskowski on the tackle.
Yeah, Jaskowski, a name we haven't said
2-yard
yet
gain,
tonight, the junior.
Nose of the ball, resting on the 40-yard line.
So maybe a gain of 2 there.
Tamaqua starting to sub a little bit now.
So we'll see a little bit of depth here. We still see McDowell and McCabe in front of us on the bottom of your screen.
Stewart taking off.
Moving to the far side is Jamani Cruz. So 3 receivers to the far side. Lone backed is Watson. And movement early, and we're going to have a false start against the offense. And as soon as you get some momentum and positive yardage, you take another 5 back.
This is crazy.
2nd and about 14, 13 yards.
2nd and 13.
And as we didn't state after the touchdown right away, but a running clock situation now. It's 36-0 here in Tamaqua as they lead Salisbury 4:38 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Ball snap, fakes the handoff, hesitates, feels pressure, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but dropped. Maybe a gain of a yard by Fry.
They've tried that play a bunch of times, and it hasn't worked yet.
Fraunheiser getting credit for the tackle.
That's because he had to turn back to the left because Brady McCabe was blocked
right
waiting
there.
for him here.
It's like a dynamic powers that be for Tamaqua having their numbers called so often this evening. McCabe, McDowell, Fraunheiser, all over the field. Ball snap, Fry to pass. Pressure coming. Can he get rid of it in time? He's rolling out and tripped up for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. And who but Fraunheiser once again?
Wow.
The amount of solo tackles tonight and a crown on his head for homecoming king.
It's quite a night for that young man.
My goodness.
Netted a 2-yard loss.
So 4th and about
4th and
15. 14, and
24 McDowell back
Keaton
ready for the
Fry
punt.
is going to stand back there and try to punt.
And he's taking a beating today.
Yes, he has. The pressure that's been getting back there. Name we haven't said too much, Tegan Phillips has been applying that pressure on the bottom part of your screen, seeing him rush in.
Trying a fake punt here.
Oh, my goodness. Through the hands of a Blue Raider. We'll wait to see Fraunheiser.
Fraunheiser,
almost
of course,
had a pick.
One of the two guys we've been saying all game.
And the fake punt results in a turnover on downs. So another great starting position for the Blue Raiders as the clock stops with 2:54.
Now this is crazy. I mean, McDowell is really good. I would not take a chance on an injury up 36-0.
He's still in there.
So
McCabe is on the far side of your field. Chase Surfoss back in the shotgun. Or no, excuse me, he's under center.
New fullback number 9, Camden Walker.
Walker has been on the field a handful of times, listed as the other fullback, as a flag was thrown in late. But when they set up in that formation, that double back with McDowell behind, it's literally Walker and Stewart just lined up there. Two big-bodied fullbacks. If you have them, use them. They're extra blockers, almost linemen at this point. So it's just one of the first times we've heard his number called. Penalty here.
Personal foul on the Falcons.
Oh, boy. Another penalty on Salisbury.
Getting a little chippier late hit here.
That's 12 or 13 penalties on them alone.
So it's going to be
the ball all the way down to the Falcons' 14-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 14 in the red zone now. Clock continues to run. 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Here's the formation we've seen all night. C.J. Walker.
Here comes McCabe.
McCabe gets it. He's pulling one on him. Takes 3 Falcons to wrap him up and put him into the turf.
They hit him in the backfield, and he gets 5 out of it.
It's incredible.
Number 3, A.J. Morin.
Morin credited on the tackle.
Ball on the 10-yard line in the red zone again.
Number 52, Elijah Garriga on the stop. 4-yard gain for the Blue Raiders. 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Play clock at 30, the clock at 1:23 as continues to go. Under center, pitch to McDowell. Outside, tripped up.
Nice play that time. 21.
Sticking the foot out was Jacob Watson. We've seen him play halfback in a couple of plays. His one pass was deflected by Fraunheiser earlier in the first half as he was the main look there on the reception.
Clock's ticking under 50 seconds in the third quarter.
Line up, 3rd and about 4 or 5 yards. Still can get a first down and not score.
Stewart back in.
Gets the handoff up the middle. Even seeing it coming, he's trucking ahead.
Stewart on the straight dive once again.
It's going to be about a yard short, but I see him going for it here.
Yeah, we'll see him go for it. But 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they elect to run a play.
3-yard gain.
I would just let the quarter run out.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
But I'm not.
Well, they're going up to the line
here. I'm not
here.
Coach Bonner.
7 seconds now. They get the play off. A flag, though. I don't think everyone was set.
Penalty flags down on the field.
And that's exactly what it is. So 4th and 2, now to 4th and 7.
Procedure on Tamaqua. That moves him back 5.
Well, you're not going to kick a field goal, and you're not going to punt, so.
From the Falcons' 11-yard
that was
line.
Our last play of the third quarter.
As Final seconds tick away. We'll head to the fourth quarter. The score 36-0 in favor of Tamaqua. You're watching you're watching Friday Night Football on CWTAP.
X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house Zets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf. 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22.
4th and 7. Ball on Salisbury.
And we welcome you back to Tamaqua Area School District. The Blue Raiders possess a 36-0 lead as we switch ends of the field. 4th and 7. Surfos on the keeper.
He's going to get there.
Takes it himself. The senior quarterback, Chase Surfos, finds the end zone. 42-0. Blue Raiders extend their lead. And what a homecoming night for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah. And they're probably going for 2 again.
We'll see it. They definitely don't feel comfortable with the kicking situation as Godinez unable to kind of find his footing. Slipped a couple of times, so I don't want to deal with risking injury there.
And here he is, Surfos.
So Surfos go under center. Stewart and Walker in position behind McDowell. Nope, it's going to be Stewart. Is he going to make it? And no good is the call, so the score will stand at 42-0 in favor of Tamaqua over Salisbury. We'll take a short break and rejoin you for kickoff here in Tamaqua.
Rachel's Refinished Furniture, located at 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, has a showroom filled with refinished furniture, mirrors, home decor, and more. Rachel's has unfinished pieces which you can customize as well. If you've got a piece which you would like to have refinished, you can have your furniture given a new life at Rachel's Refinished Furniture. You can contact Rachel's Refinished Furniture at 610-810-8486 and speak to Rachel in person. That's 610-810-8486 for Rachel's Refinished Furniture, 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor.
We're back in Tamaqua as the Blue Raiders get set to kick off to Salisbury. Blue Raiders possess a 42-0 lead on homecoming. Clock stopped currently at 11:51 for kickoff, but clock will continue to run throughout here.
Ryder Holmberg, the freshman, has been doing really good with the kickoff duties.
Yeah, he's been doing really well. Kick return here. Tripped up, but not before a big gain. He tripped up at the 38-yard line.
Sean Chen on the stop, but not before a really nice return.
Yeah, that's Damon Hurd. He's been doing decent on the kick return so far. I believe that's a second or third today. And sets up in decent field position for the Falcons. We'll see if they can capitalize and try to get something in the end zone.
11:35 in the fourth quarter.
You're seeing some new numbers out there now. McDowell looks like he's done for the night.
You see Peyton Schwartz on the bottom of your screen. Far side is number 23, Mario Rodriguez, replacing McCabe and McDowell. Handoff goes to Blunt. Still trying to get outside. He does. And I believe he stepped out of bounds. They were trying to pull him back in bounds to get him down. Forced out of bounds by Quinn Coleman.
Number 32.
And as we said, even if he goes out of bounds, the clock's still running.
Quinn Coleman off of the
2nd and 4 after the Blunt run. Believe now you see Fry with the Guardian cap on.
Yes.
That happening during and between their last drive. Blunt gets outside, steps out of bounds.
Number 2 on the carry again.
Can't blame him. I mean, he's taking a beating back there tonight.
Yeah, safe just for safety in that regard, and that run, back-to-back runs by Blunt, picking up a Falcons first down. Ball spotted at the 49, their own 49.
He's also wearing a Guardian cap.
I believe he's been wearing one for majority of the game.
That was good for a
But
first down.
I saw someone taking it off on the near sideline that had one on and giving it to Keaton Fry. Clock continues to run, 9:54 on the clock. Ball snap, Fry fakes the handoff, pitches it. That's Jadiel Gonzalez. Stays on his feet, cuts back. Can he get to the far side? Nice block.
He got
Set
the edge.
Up. First down and plenty more. Over the 30, the 20, the 15, 10. He's forced out of bounds. But a great pickup by Jadiel Gonzalez, the sophomore. Big gain for the Falcons.
Pushed out by number 23.
He's had a couple nice plays today. He had a nice catch.
Yeah, we've seen something very similar to this on like a jet sweep, doing exactly that. This is just a little more dancing around to find the edge there.
30 yards on that run.
Pick up a 30. Excellent. Just a sophomore as well. Going to hand off once again. That's going to be Blunt. He gets the edge. Cuts through. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Salisbury.
Number 2, Blunt.
Jared Blunt, sophomore running back, gets into the end zone for 6. Salisbury's on the board. See the likes of the offense, I believe, staying on the field.
And have to mention, you know, Keaton Fry will be back next year as well, junior quarterback.
Yeah. In at running back is Jacob Watson. Motion. Another motion here. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw with time. Pressure, he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
Look at number 6, Cruz, wide open in the end zone.
And an unfortunate break there for Salisbury, unable to complete the 2-point conversion, but getting on the board. The score 42-6 here in Tamaqua.
Salisbury 6.
Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azar's features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azar's, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem for great value.
We're back here in Tamaqua. Salisbury able to get on the scoreboard. It is 42-6 with 8:36 on the game clock in the fourth quarter. We thank you for tuning in. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish on the call.
32, Quinn Coleman back deep.
As the Falcons get ready to kick off.
Quinn Coleman back deep, junior, 5'5", 165. And a nice little return by Quinn.
That's number 4, Peyton Schwartz.
Oh, was it?
Oh, junior getting some time on kickoff. And
out of bounds by number 1.
Nice gain.
Jadiel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez on the tackle.
It's a name said quite a bit, really making his presence known here for the Falcons. And what is more of a lopsided score, there are some bright moments.
Impressive players on the Falcons sideline.
So different look here on offense for Tamaqua. Believe that's
16 is the new quarterback. Caden Krachik. And on the carry is
number 32, Quinn Coleman.
32, Quinn Coleman on the carry.
21 of the
Caden Krachik getting some time at quarterback. The junior, 6'2", 218, as he's listed.
Probably end up being the starter next year as Surfoss is a senior.
And you've had someone to kind of look up to and learn from past year or so, finding a hole, but being brought down. Troy Hartman on the carry.
Troy Hartman on the run.
I believe that was
freshman.
74 on the spot.
Griffin Lakix.
Griffin Lakis.
Freshman, 5'9", 156.
32.
Griffin Lakix, who made the tackle, senior, 6'5", 340.
Ooh.
Nice wrap up there. 3rd and short forthcoming as the clock is under 7 minutes. Third and 2. Fakes one way, handoff. Is he going to get there?
I think he did.
May have fell forward, and it's going to be just enough to pick it up as
Number
Coleman
32,
falls
Quinn Coleman
forward.
With the change for the Blue Raiders. 74 on the tackle once again, Griffin Lakis.
Salisbury brought in the big men up front right now.
Yeah. Even Joviel Perez, the senior, coming onto the field, 5'7", 315.
Ooh.
So we're seeing
some leverage there.
Seeing some new names in for the Falcons and Blue Raiders here as we are over halfway done in the 4th quarter as we approach 6 minutes remaining. Play clock at 13 when the ball snapped. Coleman along the far side.
Nice play by a
number 32, Quinn Coleman on the reverse. Number 52. Elijah Garriga on the stop.
Garriga still making tackles out there.
Yeah, Garriga and Grayson Nall still out there. Garriga comes off the field now as we speak. But fairly impressive effort on his part tonight, doing what he could against a very talented McDowell. And
him and Nall on that first drive by Tamaqua made every tackle.
Oh, yeah. Ball snap, pitch to Coleman. But contact made at the line of scrimmage.
When you're getting leaned on in the run game all game long, and they're just piling up numbers, and it really wears you out.
Well, and you even said everyone's in the box, and they're still running the ball 7-8 yards a pop. Everything seems to be working.
3rd and 7. Ball on the Blue Raider 49-yard line.
So 3rd and 7. We are under 5 minutes, 4:45 to play. Blue Raiders set for the snap to Krachik. Handoff, Coleman dropped before the first down, brought down by Isaac Lakis.
And it looks like they're going to go on this 4th and 3.
On that tackle is number 65, Isaac Lakis.
It's good to get some of your younger guys some work like this.
4th and 3.
Build them up for next year, or if somebody goes down late in the season.
Oh, for sure. Just running on the field, Jacob Spinner, sophomore linebacker, replacing Josiah Cubera. See if there's a handoff. It goes to Coleman on the end around and picks up the first down and then some.
32, Quinn Coleman on the reverse again. Moving the chains for the Blue Raiders.
And 3:40 and counting.
Number 80 on the tackle.
That was Christian Olasak.
senior.
9 yards on that run for Coleman. 1st and 10 for the Blue Raiders. 3:25 remaining in the game.
You heard it there, 3:25 and counting as we're winding down in the fourth quarter, and a big lead here for Tamaqua, 42-6. Handoff, Coleman finds the hole.
Finds some nice running room, and they just can't bring him down either.
32 Coleman on
I
the
don't
run
think
again.
contact was made with Coleman until he got about 6-7 yards in.
Salisbury Falcons.
And then they couldn't bring him to the ground.
Yeah, he keeps pushing forward there. 3 or 4 guys on him, too.
Hopefully this builds some confidence for Tamaqua. I mean, from what I've seen, they have some players where they could do some damage if they end up getting into the playoffs, being a surprise team.
For sure. Like, that's the one thing. If McDowell's on and no one can really stop him, like, they could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Coleman on the run.
Number 33, Troy Hartman on the run. Brought down once again by a host of the Salisbury Falcons defense. 1 yard gain.
It's going to be 3rd and short now for the Blue Raiders.
Just ticked under 2 minutes. We're at about 1:50 left.
And up next for the Blue Raiders, they travel to Bangor next week.
That could get them back to 3-3. This could re-energize their season.
Next week for Salisbury, they see, and a first down and then some, keeping the drive alive.
Down to the 19, I believe.
Next week,
Brought down by number
the Falcons
38.
take on the Green Knights of Penn Argyl, who we saw Tamaqua play opening night of the season. So that could be a very well contested match as well.
Yeah. And we all I know we all like Penn Argyl. They have a big line on both sides.
They do.
1 minute remaining.
So as we creep under a minute to play, big lead for the Blue Raiders here on homecoming.
And Pietraszkiewicz was the hero of the night.
He was. That big man pick 6 for 63 yards to seal the game with under 2 minutes to play. A handoff, cutting inside, staying on his feet and continuing to claw forward.
That is Peyton Schwartz.
Number 4, Peyton Schwartz on the carry.
And that has the potential to be the last play of the evening.
Salisbury, Damon Hurt.
And I think it will be.
2nd and 5.
And as the clock continues to count down, I don't think we'll need another play here. And as time winds down, Jason, the Blue Raiders improve to 2-3 overall and 2-2 in conference action. Salisbury falls to 2-3 now.
And 1-3 in conference action.
1-3 in conference action. Both teams with some decent competition ahead. Bangor and Penn Argyl, respectively, for Tamaqua and Salisbury. And Jason, some thoughts, your final thoughts on tonight's contest?
Listen, Tamaqua has some real players. Brady McCabe, McDowell, 54 Fraunheiser. I mean, those guys were all over the field today, offensively and defensively.
Oh, exactly. And an underrated name we really didn't say was Chase Surfoss. We didn't have to see him exercise too much, but we saw him do the fake handoff and the little run outside to get 6 points to his name as well. So a lot of momentum for Tamaqua moving into next week, and for Salisbury, some bright spots as well.
Yeah, Salisbury, as we said all night, a lot of pressure on Keaton Fry, who will be back next year. He'll learn, but I thought he was a little jittery once that pressure, or once he saw somebody getting close.
Yeah.
Where instead of rolling, he was stepping up into the pocket right into the pressure.
Absolutely. As we get ready to wrap up the broadcast, Jason Parrish, myself, LJ Smith, Alex Fidrashevsky, all a part of CWTAP TV. We thank you for joining us for Friday Night Football presented by Azars and PA Football News. Up next, Uncle Jeffrey Remembered. As we wrap up our broadcast, we thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you next week here on CWTAP.
Azar Supermarket, 3131. Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 3rd Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor. X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf, 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of